Malicious compliance on a golf course. We, 4 of us, played golf this morning. Things get busy this time of year, so the course was pretty well booked solid. There were a number of foursome in front of us, but right in front of us was just a single player by himself. By the time we got to the 3rd hole, we caught up with him and the 5 of us were waiting on the group in front of him. Instead of just following behind him, we offered to have him join us and play as a 5-some. Now, most golf courses don't allow 5 balls because they tend to slow things down, but we were already waiting on the group ahead of us anyway, and no one was moving too quickly. So we were playing and keeping up with the group ahead until we got to the 8th hole. Suddenly the course marshal pulls up and says that there was a complaint that there was a 5-some on the course, which isn't allowed. We explained what happened and that we're keeping up with the groups ahead, but we're told that it wasn't allowed. Cue malicious compliance. We sent the single player ahead by himself and told him to take his time. We had already been waiting 10 minutes on the group in front of us, and now we waited another 10 minutes for him to complete the hole. It was a par 3 and you can't hit until the group ahead leaves the green. By this time there were 2 more foursomes lined up behind us on the 8th tee. We played the rest of the course at our normal speed and finished in under 4 hours, which is faster than required. But by the time we finished, the whole course was half an hour behind schedule. Reminds me of one of my favorite jokes. A pastor, a surgeon, and an engineer are playing golf together at their expensive country club and getting annoyed with the slow group ahead of them. They call over the marshal to complain. He explains that the group is a set of blind firefighters who'd suffered their injuries battling a blaze at the club, so they were allowed to come play with specially modified gear anytime they liked. The pastor says, "Those poor fellows. I'll say a prayer for them tonight." The surgeon says, I have some colleagues who specialize in that field. I'll see if I can get them a consult." The engineer says, "Why can't they just play at night?" Quote, "I don't golf, but OP's group complied with directions and others were inconvenienced." Hopefully at least one of the inconvenienced groups included those who complained. Not a particularly nasty MC, but an MC nonetheless. I tried to explain to a marshal once that you can't speed things up by harassing the group in the back of the pileup. Good. As long as you're keeping pace, it shouldn't matter how any people are in your group. Fuck the marshals. I brought my kid and wife golfing once. Neither of them played. The marshal teamed me up with a mother and son duo. The mother lost her ball. Looked for 10 minutes. The son lost his ball. Looked for 5 minutes, took a drop, yelled at his mom. Meanwhile I'm on the fringe chipping for birdie, very upset that me and my impatient family are teamed up with strangers who suck at golf so badly that it took 20 minutes to play a par 4. Anyhow, the marshal rides up to me and starts yelling at me that I've been looking for my ball for way too long, and I was now just standing on the green slowing down the pace of play. And PGA rule allows only a few minutes to locate a ball or take a drop. I pointed to my ball on the fringe and said, "Chipping for birdie, sir. You teamed me up with these people. I'd already be on the next tee. But I'm following PGA rules by allowing the players not on the green to get here." It was the 1st hole. After that hole I told him I wanted my money back and I left them some valuable feedback. Fuck marshals. Rules are meant to bend. Course marshal, does he wear a tin star and everything? We played the rest of the course at our normal speed and finished in under 4 hours, which is faster than required. And now I remember why I don't golf. Honestly, marshals in general are just retired dudes not paying much attention to much of anything. At least that's my experience. I hate when golf course set tee times like 4 minutes apart, then get mad when there is a backup. Don't get mad at me that you expect 4 grown men 1 minute each to hit our ball and go chase it. Also, I paid a good amount of money to be here and enjoy myself, not be rushed. At each subsequent hole, I would have split one person off from my foursome. By the 12th hole, we would have been 5 singles in a row, adding a solid 45 minutes to everyone's wait. By the time we finished, the whole course was half an hour behind schedule. But the important this is that you followed the rules. Right? Whatever you say, course marshal. Everyone breaks out their pitching wedge and putter, safely locking away the woods and irons. Doesn't sound like a relaxing game if people are queued up behind you waiting. I wouldn't be able to not feel pressured to hurry. I'm genuinely disappointed that I cannot find any good puns in the top comments. Come on guys. Foursomes. Fivesomes. Holes. Nothing? Really? I would think a starter wouldn't allow a single. Would pair him up with a group to fill a foursome or smaller. Especially on a busy day. The course should have a policy calling for that. Giving singles low priority even with an appointment, scheduled tee time. Where I used to play, if a solo golfer was waiting on a bigger group, the bigger group had to let the solo player play through them. Literally no way the starter should have let a single out in this scenario. Horrible course management. Your first mistake was playing golf. Just saying. The foursome in front of you should have let the single play through. That's the proper etiquette.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.